Hey guys, John here with RealTruck.com. Today I want to show you how to install the Boondock 95 Series heavy duty front bumper onto this 2003 Chevy Silverado 2500 HD. As you can see here, we have everything we need to get our bumper onto our GMC. We have our mounting brackets, we have all of our washers, our nuts, our lock washers, and our bolts. So we're all ready to go. The next thing we need to do is get this factory bumper off of our truck. We've got our truck up in the air. We need to start taking our factory stuff off. The first thing we want to do is go through and unplug any accessories that might be on here. In this case, we have the factory installed fog lights. We want to get those unplugged. And then also we have this hitch that's been put on by the owner of the truck. We're going to have to take that off, and so we can get our factory bumper off here. Okay guys, once you get the bolts out, then you can go ahead and pull your tow hooks out of there on both sides. And you obviously have a bolt on each side up here in the front, and then one that comes down through here that also bolts your front receiver hitch on. So in order for us to take the receiver off of here, then we had to go ahead and pull our tow hooks now, and which we would have had to do anyway in order to put the new bumper on. So we got this one off. We'll get the one off the other side, and then our receiver should be down, and we'll be ready to get to start taking this bumper off this truck. We've got our aftermarket hitch off of the front of our truck, so we can get that out of the way so we can start pulling our bumper off. We've taken our tow hooks out. If you have one of these type of jacks around, you know, you can put that up underneath the front of your truck if you have it up on a hoist. If you're doing this on the ground, a couple jack stands up underneath here just to hold stuff so it doesn't come crashing down on you. So basically what we have here is we have a hitch and post. What we're doing here is we're removing these side bracket braces, and what we're going to need to do is not only take it off from here, but also remove this bolt up here that holds it on up here so we can take this completely off. Otherwise, we won't be able to move our bumper out of the way. We've got our side support bracket off the other side, so we're going to go ahead and take this one off of this side. Okay, got that done. Once the bumper's off, then what we're going to do is we're going to take our shorter of our bolt set, put our lock washer on, our flat washer, and just do that with 3 of them, get them set aside. And then we're going to take our bracket, and we're going to put our bracket up underneath the underside here. And then we'll put our bolts in. Our flat washer and nut on the back side. Once you've got that bolt through that hole, then we'll put our big flat washer and our nut on the bottom of it down here. And then once you got this one set up, then we're going to put the one on the other side the same exact way, and then we're going to tighten these bolts all up, because this is going to be a permanent mount that our bumper mount is going to attach to this. What we're going to do is we're going to attach our brackets to our bumper that mount our bumper to the brackets we put on the frame of the truck. Now, something to keep in mind, an easy way to know which one of these goes on which side is, as you can see here, the bottom of this piece, on this side it's longer. The longer sides go to the outside of your bumper. And as long as you put them that way, then you'll have them in the right place, and you'll have them on the correct sides for each one. And what we're going to do with our bolts is we're going to put our bolts in here, and then we'll put our flat washers and nuts on the other side, and then we're just going to snug them down by hand, because we want to leave these loose so that we can make some adjustments on this bumper once we get it attached to the front of the truck, so that way we can get this thing set properly. So once we've got our bumper over here in place, it looks like everything's going to line up nicely. You know, just give it a once over just to make sure that nothing looks out of sync here. everything looks good. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to roll our bumper up on top, and we're going to use the factory bolts that came out of the top of our bumper mounts, our factory bumper mounts, and we're going to put those back in through these slots up here on the top. So we'll roll this up and we'll put those in, and that'll hold it in place for us so we can get the other ones on. Once we've got our top bolts in, then we'll take the rest of our bolts that came with our kit, and we're going to install those into our mounting bracket. Okay, once we've got those started, then we'll move over and do the ones on the other side. Once we've got all of our bolts started, then we can get our wrenches and start tightening this thing down where it's going to go. We're going to start making a little bit of adjustments here and there on it to get this thing where it fits really nice and looks really good on this truck. So we'll do that as we tighten things up here. There you have it. As you can see, it's not a real tough job to put one of these Boondock 95 series heavy duty front bumpers onto your truck. So thing looks pretty good on there. Only one thing left to do. Take this thing out around town and show it off. Until next time, happy motoring.